welcome back. Hopefully you guys just watched the Papa Smurf run that we had. We're just kicking it off. I got Chris with me.
Hello.
He's riding along. I traded in my wife for Chris, you know. So
wow, that was a
it was a trade. So
trade.
they're enjoying the appreciation party and the Trail Hero party that they're having at, what is it?
Something Pines or Autumn Acorn or something.
Pecan Valley
There we go.
Resort. So they're enjoying that. The leaders that were going to do this night run had something come up, so we decided, Nick, myself, and Jeff decided we'll go ahead and fill in for them. So we're avoiding the pool. Not that anybody needed to see my beach body, but we got a night run going. Uniquely, we're starting at 5:30, so we might actually be more close to the end, if not done, depending on how it goes when it gets dark. But hope you guys enjoy. The sun is so dang bright. Like, I'm driving through this much window using my front camera, going up 777s at sunset. Right on that ridge is nothing but sun, but it's fun. I'm having a good time. You can tell there's a little bit of apprehension in some of the drivers, but I think we get through this section. I think we're going to probably be finishing at sundown. Yeah, I think this one might just be an evening run instead of a night run. This hill used to scare me so bad. Like, if I didn't make it up and you had to slide down. Now I'm on stickies now, so it makes it a lot easier, but understanding the rock and stuff, I slide back down, it's not a problem. I'm safe a little bit to the right. So generally speaking, you go up a little bit on this ledge and then you kind of go right up that black spot, edging just a touch more to the driver. You'll lean a little, but it's not too bad at all. A little bit of momentum down here just to make sure you're rolling forward if you're on DOTs and maybe even on stickies, but it ain't all that bad. Front and rear lockers, and here we go. See, I'm blind right now because of the sun, if it wasn't for my front camera. So, using my front camera to kind of drive right now and help myself because it is terribly blinding right now. right here, I usually just cross over and get my driver's side up and start riding on that. Right there, I went a little bit too far driver on that ridge, and it leaned me a bit, made me feel pretty uncomfortable, but stay calm, drive through it. I don't know if the camera picked it up. You hear John hitting his back bumper. When you transition off, if you go really slow or transition late, then you won't have that little bump. We'll see if I do it. Turning off the front locker to see if I can turn a little bit better. This spot's the one that, like, you lean as you transition, it feels kind of crappy. I've never seen, well, I might have seen one person get in trouble here because they cut it way too early, but most of the time it just feels bad. Everything goes smoothly. You get a little tickle in your tummy, but here we go. Here's John. I got like 90% of the turn the front lockers back on and just drive through. Jason, the only way he's able to see anything is to stick his head out and kind of look at the ground and block the sun like that, because that's like right in my face. You see that shine? So for me, I just use my front camera, bob up a little bit above the sun, and then when it cuts through, I gotta bob down and look at the camera, bob up. So night runs on this one. Be all right though. Turn passenger. Stay there, turn passenger. Hard passenger. what leaning's for, you know what I mean? I'm leaned up, buddy. Now we'll pop a tire. We'll raise a tire. Lift. No lift yet. Oh, baby lift. Poor Jason's got his corner in. The sun finally hid behind a cloud, which makes it nice, but here's where, so we're guiding triple jointed tomorrow, and where 777s meets with joint effort is right here. So normally you go here and you go down a big cavern, which is 777s. If you go right here, you meet up with joint effort to go ahead and do that part of the trail. So I think I'm gonna end up doing this section tomorrow and then popping over here that way for joint effort to finish up. But we're gonna go ahead and go the standard route here, follow this around and drop down. So yes, if John starts rolling back, he'd roll into me. You know what I mean? I get all that stuff, but I also got people behind me that are stuck on a downhill. So I'll wait for him to go up here and get landed before I go up, because I don't want to get stuck and have my stuff go out, but I know. Well, as long as you're prepared to be stranded until it clears out, that's okay. If you're out there and you're freaking flip-flops and one bottle of water, that's not good. You're on a tree. You're hanging from a tree like freaking Lion King. All right, this one coming up is actually not that bad, but a lot of people get stuck. All you do is you drive further straight than you think you do and hook it hard driver, and it'll pull you around so you don't get caught on the wall. A lot of people would have turned before here, but you keep going straight and then you go ahead and hook it hard left. Then you check your chonies, because that's a pretty good lean, but we're good to go. Shake and bake. This is right where you cross Double Sammy and stuff. Is just right back there. Somebody else's channel hopping on our channel, but there's this little crack here. Always fun to do, just don't fall in, you know what I mean? What I'm doing this one, I use my front camera, but it's one that, like, if you err to go in a little bit more driver, you're a little bit better off, because you usually have, like, look at John's tires, right? He has like right on, he's not right on the rugged edge, but he's just firmly in with his driver tire, but he's probably got at least 2 to 3 tires that he can come over more driver. So if you look, he's got a lot more space on the inside here than he has there. So if you have to gas it, go a little bit more driver and you're likely going to be okay. Don't go extreme, right? But that's just how you get on up it. to the last little section bit to get up before we get up to where the movie usually is. This year we're not running a movie because they got the event at the water park. This is that little U-wedge. Here's the last little climb out, really. And you have a valley and some stuff, but this is kind of the easier route. You can hit this, but if you're too close to the edge of your tire with your flares, you'll hit it right there. But usually you gotta kind of just bump it. That tire's like right in that spot in there. That's why you got to roll through it some. But you can hit right here if you're not wide enough. Trail lead right there. Woo-hoo! That right there is 10-year veterans right there. Yes, please. General Lee right there.